What's up, NY? What's up, bro? You gotta send me a request. Can y'all hear me? What's up, YouTube? Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, give me a thumbs up. What's up, bro? Send me a request. So tonight, guys, I'm gonna have a special guest on here tonight. I had him on here a little while ago, but if you're interested in semis, I advise you guys to log on. The guy, my homeboy Winston, he's gonna log on and talk about the semis a little bit with you guys. Y'all can hear me? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, Trucker Rhonda? And why? Send me a request, bro. All right. For you guys that just tuning on, just remember tonight I'm having a special guest on, and we're going to talk about Amazon Relay and the semi aspect of it. Because I always get on there every week and talk about the box truck, box truck, box truck. And I always get a bunch of DMs about people asking me like, well, how do I get on with the semis? Like, what's the process with the semis? Hold on, let me see, NY. Let me see if I got you. So this is the guy. Okay, I just requested it. I just accepted it, NY. Let me see. Well, until that time, until you oh, there you go, right there. I see somebody send me a question. What's up, bro? How you
doing? What's going on? I'm blessed. How about you?
I'm all right, bro. Can't complain. Can't complain. How you?
Yeah, I know you can't complain. I'm watching you.
Yeah, but that's good, bro. That's good. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You already know how we do.
Yeah. So for all my followers, all my box heads, if you guys, I get a ton of DMs, a ton of questions about the semi. How is Amazon Relay with the semi? And I don't know about the semi. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see semi loads on there, but I'm not the expert when it comes to semi. I'm an honest person. I tell you what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. The semis, I know a little bit about it. I don't know a lot about it, but I brought somebody on here that if you guys do have a question or two, y'all can run it by him. But he's the king when it comes to Amazon Relay and the semi trucks. So he's been doing Amazon Relay before I even got into box trucks. So that shows you he's been doing it. How long you been doing it now?
Going on 7 years now.
So that shows you right there. He's been doing it over 7 years, and that's even before I even started Amazon Relay. Because in January it'll be 4 years for me. So with that being said, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I was trying to wait a little bit, a couple more minutes to let a couple more people join.
Yeah, Jason supposed to join in too.
Oh, okay. Tell him to send me a request.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, we'll give him a couple more minutes. Let's see.
Let them all get on. You know what I'm saying? So we could, get everybody in and answer their questions or whatever need to be done. And it's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying, to always be in your presence. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank
you. You my little brother, but I look up to you, man.
Well, thank you.
I respect you a lot, man. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
I respect I respect you too. There's not a lot of people I rock with, but you, Jason,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I look up to you too, man. I always give you your flowers too. I'm super proud of you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For me, you always, anytime I call you, anytime I, text you, whatever, you there. So I really appreciate you. Sure.
Oh yeah. You already know that.
Most definitely. Let's see. Someone says, let me see. We got a couple of questions. Let's see. But if y'all got a question or two before, we get to it, we're going to wait maybe 2 more minutes. If y'all got a question or two y'all want me to read, ask him. So he's the king of Amazon Relay. He's the person that does Amazon Relay. As you see him right now, he's in the tractor. You know what I'm saying? Right now, bro.
Where
you at right now?
I'm down in Port Wentworth, Georgia. They had a little a little 2-3 stop and like a lot of people saying ain't no money out here, man. This little 3 stop here, and I'm going home right now after I pick this up, because I'm early. I'm mad early. I'm gonna pick this up and go drop it off, and then I'm going to the crib. $1,700. I left out this morning.
That's crazy.
You can't beat that.
I know. But I posted them semi-loads the other day that Jason sent me, and then a lot of people was like, "Oh man, that's only because it's peak season." I'm like, we ain't even in peak season yet.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, people
and
are
see that
talking.
what a lot of people don't what a lot of people don't understand as well too is that, you know what I'm saying, if you watch the board, see a lot of people they think, oh, it ain't no money out here, and then, if they watch the board and know how to run
Mhm.
Amazon, they wouldn't say that.
I know, I know.
You know,
I say
they wouldn't say that.
it's the same thing. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, you know. So somebody's making money in it. That's how you always got to look at it. Somebody's making money in the trucking with Amazon. So if you don't know how to do it, just say you don't know how to do it. That's the
Yeah,
problem with us. Instead of us asking for help, finding a mentor, getting somebody that can help us, we always say it ain't no money in it. I was like, that's crazy to me. Like, what you
yeah,
think these people on in Amazon delivering it with water in their truck? They're not making no money. Like, think about it. You've been doing it for 7 years. That's 3 more years
yeah,
you haven't jumped into it. So imagine if there was no platform or nobody to tell people that that doesn't mean nobody's making money. You making real good money. You say you
yeah,
made $7 in one day. That's crazy.
yeah, absolutely. And then, I got in this Amazon because I was running over the road. You already know, but I'm gonna tell
Uh-huh.
everybody else.
Uh-huh.
I was running over the road, and see what people don't understand. Yeah, my first truck. That's what I'm in right now. My first truck was paid for, but the difference like between you and I. That's why I look up to you because you're a genius. You don't got to deal with maintenance.
Mm-hmm,
You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
The maintenance on and I hear you tell people that the maintenance will put you out of business
Yes, it will.
because it definitely almost it had me at 29 cents
Mm-hmm.
because that that they got that depth system on there, they got the sense of this, the sense of that, and then I got turned on to Amazon and I ain't looked back since.
Oh, I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
people they and even in the pandemic and even in people's work on a worst trucking day, man, I still was making $5,000 a week
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
worst
yeah.
thing. And see, I'm not a speeder, so I'm the right lane king. So I don't be, I spend like before the fuel was high, I was spending
Mm-hmm.
1,500. Now I'm getting fuel for 254, 299. I'm spending anywhere from $800 to $900 in fuel. So if I make 5 bands, I'm bringing 41 home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But once again, you have silly people out there saying trucking is dead and you can't make no money in trucking. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That,
nah, it's not, man. It's not. And you got good rates. And even if the say a lot of people that go by the mile,
uh-huh.
they say, oh, they ain't paying this. You catch a lot. You seen some of them loads.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
paying good per mile.
yeah.
So now if it's not paying good per mile, especially for me, like if it's running right around here in Georgia and it's paying low on the mile, okay, let me see how much fuel I'm gonna
There,
pay in this
there
truck.
you,
All
there you.
right, so if I'm only paying 100, if they paying, because they do this sometimes, because a lot of people they cancel, like if they cancel a load or like you sitting there, say I'm waiting on this load right now, right?
Mm-hmm,
You supposed to be here at 9. You have to 9:45 to get that load to me, or I call ROCA. I'm past my departure time. They canceling that.
mm-hmm,
Now I was getting it for 800. They gonna throw it up there for 1,500.
mm-hmm,
You understand
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So, okay, now if that was paying, it's far for somebody, okay, or it's only paying this a mile or whatever, how much fuel you gonna put in there?
Yeah, that's more important. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, if you put 150, if they paying $1,000, you put 200 in there, you still profit
Yes.
$800.
Yes, that's what people get too hicked up on, that rate per mile. And I teach that in
Yep.
my class too. Like I always like, I don't want to give too much out, but I teach that in my
Yeah,
class.
yeah, yeah.
The rate per mile don't matter, especially when you finish, if it's deadheading, if you're gonna be closer back home. So you really not deadheading too far from home. So
Yep.
yeah, you gotta read that load boy.
Yeah, and then if somebody says something, they was asking about, do I do contracts or poster truck?
Uh-huh.
See, I really do contracts
Mm-hmm.
because I book my truck out, and the reason why a lot of people say, oh, you can't book your truck out that far, I keep up with my truck. I got the def off all my trucks,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So when you maintain your truck, yeah, something gonna happen, but if you maintain them, the maintenance is gonna be minimal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll book my truck out sometime 5 to 7 weeks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I know what I got.
Mm-hmm.
You know. and it's a lot. It's a lot that people don't understand about this semi, and they just swear it ain't no money in it.
I know, man. It like it used to be the point, man. It used to piss me off. That's just like, man, y'all are crazy. Like,
Yeah,
fucking stop. We are dead. That's how stupid it is. It's like it's
yeah,
stupid to say that there ain't no money in trucking. You get what I'm saying? Like every time you
yeah,
85, or you see a semis, trucks, box truck, cargo vans. So
yeah,
there's no dead ever. Now, are we saying it's super easy like to get in back when the pandemic? No, it's not. But everything is never going to always be the same. You know, people in the real estate, they wait on the mortgage rates to go back to the pandemic rate. Nothing is going to go back to pandemic rate. That was a once in a lifetime thing. Get over it. Get your money.
yeah.
That's just gotta adapt. And
And
that's just
see, this they don't. People, a lot of people don't like change.
they
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
they don't.
So if you don't like change and you can't adapt to change, you may as well just, especially get out of this
Yo, you might
game. You
also
know what
just
I'm saying?
job because at
Yeah,
the end of the day, it's going to change. Business, there's no business that's going to stay the same. Everything changes, and that's the difference between people that's going to be successful and unsuccessful people. If you can't adapt and change and pivot when something changes, you're going to be out of
yeah,
business, and that's a lot of people. But I think we got enough people on right now. So introduce yourself. Tell them how you got into the semi game. You know how it's been. You know I don't have
yeah,
I don't have no script or nothing like that. Let's bring
yeah,
people on.
yeah,
You know,
for sure.
yes.
But
So
yeah, I'm Winston. I run Easterland Trucking. I've been running Amazon for 7 years now, and I got into trucking because one day I came home and my wife's parents and them asked me, did I ever think about, doing truck, drive, running my own business?
mhm,
So I said, yeah. They said, what you thought about? I said, trucking. So, the husband said, we was thinking about that because you've been in trouble before. You working this endless job, you killing yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And people judging you because I've been in trouble before. So they said, go to school, get your license, we'll buy you a truck and a trailer. So I was like, what?
mhm,
So, I went to the DMV the next day, and tried to take I didn't study. I just thought, what I'm saying, I won't get it.
mhm.
So I went in there. Once I got like two questions wrong, I walked out. I said, man, this is crazy. So, but I went back and I studied. When I studied, I got it,
Okay.
And, I went to CDL school, got my license, when I got my license, they lived up to what they said. They bought me a truck and a trailer. And, I got put on with a friend of mine, got me a dispatcher. She ran my truck the first year. I mean, I was running like a freight
Mhm,
train. My
mhm,
first year, well, before Amazon, I was making six figures.
mhm,
But when, what I'm saying, all this maintenance and everything like that, like I said, my account went down to like 29 cents.
mhm,
So I'm like, God, I know you ain't bring me this far to fail.
mhm.
Then that's when my cousin came and introduced me to Amazon. And when I say I turned that thing around, I turned it around.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, Amazon has some good
Yeah.
times. And like
Yes.
when I started, man, I mean I was running empties, man, right down here to Port Wentworth. From ATL 6 to Port Wentworth, they was paying sometimes $1,500 because a lot of people ain't like to come down here. And me, if you paying good, I deadhead back for some money.
Me
You
too.
understand what I'm
I
saying?
make enough profit, I'll deadhead back. See, a lot of guys be like, man, I'm not deadheading this. I'm not moving my truck. Well, guess what? That's why you don't make no money. It's a business. I always tell
Yeah.
people doing business, if you make 100 burgers in a night and you only sold 90, but you got to throw away 10, but yet you still made a profit, that's the cost of doing business. You got to deadhead a little bit.
Yep.
You don't want to deadhead
That's
too much, right?
that's a fact. And then like what I used to do with that, so on my way back, I'm looking on the board, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They still got more. I still got hours, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'll book another one. And that's how I was telling you before. One time I made like $4,500 in one
That's
day. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That's crazy.
So,
So
you can make money.
hmm So explain this to the people. So I know like box trucks, we go to the Amazon facility and we load up the trucks and we load it up with, pallets, like a box truck can only fit 12 pallets. So with you guys, with the semi is a little bit different. So when you go with the semi, if you have the tractor, what's some of the different things you could pick up? I heard, because you mentioned the word empty. What does the word empty mean for all of the people that
So
don't know what?
the empty means is you going to pick up an empty trailer. So like on the board, right? You'll see it'll have numbers. it'll be 1-3. And a 1-3 means that you're gonna pick up possibly, I'm gonna say a load. You're gonna pick up a load.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pick up a load in Jefferson, Georgia. Take it to East Point, right? When you drop that load, you're gonna pick up an empty trailer and bring it back to Jefferson.
Okay.
So that's when it says 1-3, you 9 times out of 10 you coming back to the same facility that you left out of. And like I said, the empty trailers, all the facilities, when you drop a trailer, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be an empty going somewhere
Got
back to the facility that you got the load from, or another facility that may need the empty. Now, if they don't have an empty for you, you wait till your departure time, and when your departure time comes up, they'll bobtail you, and you still get paid for the bobtail. Long as they
okay.
don't cancel it, you still gonna get paid for that.
So
You
explain to
know,
no, what's a bobtail?
a bobtail is when you leaving out of the facility without a trailer.
Okay.
You just leaving with your truck. And see, I taught a lot of people this as well. Say they on a contract,
Mm-hmm.
right? So say your block contract consists of 3 blocks, right? So you on your first block, you got to go to East Point, um, Campbellton Road, Buford, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now when you go your block, you always coming back to where you came from.
So
So
basically, is a block considered, for people that don't know, is a block considered like a round trip?
yes, it's a 34-hour block, or you got 13-hour blocks. So
Okay.
you could go out, you could go out the same day and come back the same day, or go out the same one day, come back the next day, or come back every other
Got
day. You're
you.
not out all week.
Got you. Got you. And
And
pick these up, these different things on the contract. Is basically what you're saying. When you pick the contract,
yes,
it'll let you know for like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, this is what you're going to be doing.
yep. And then like you get 3 blocks, a week. So, and with the 3 blocks a week, you also get a fuel surcharge. So they pay for your fuel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now, say for instance, you look on the board and you see a block paying $1,700, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always shoot to the low. So I say, okay, they're gonna give me $300 on a fuel surcharge. So that'll be $2,000 for that one block.
Mm-hmm.
And so 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get that same amount. So within that block, that whole week right there, you done made 6 band. And
Mm-hmm.
you're not going no more. You're going less than 2,500 miles a week, man.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. That's crazy. That is.
And the thing about it is, right, all they freight is light, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again you may get heavy. You're gonna get that dog food out of Fairburn. That stuff is heavy. But if you look at my truck, sometime when I be posting my truck, if you look at my tires, you swear my tires are brand new,
Mm-hmm.
because there's no wear and tear on the tires.
Yeah,
And
because
there's and
you're saying kind of same thing. Even though we've been rentals, the freight is not heavy because it's just pallets. It's not like you
yeah,
stuck with 10,000 pounds on your truck for a box truck every single day, and you like moving a ton of freight.
yeah,
So I get it. Uh huh.
yeah. And then the difference between the semis and y'all got to go in. It's very rare that we go in a facility.
Mm-hmm. So
So we
and then they hook y'all up. Y'all lock in. You take off. It's pretty much.
No, we pull up to the say we pull up at East Point,
Uh
right?
huh.
It'll be like a microphone right here. You roll your window down and they ask you, what's the last four of your load, you know what I'm saying, you picking up or dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, once they run your plate, you understand what I'm saying? They already really know what you dropping and what you picking. Okay, drop this in dock door 144, and your pickup is not ready. So wait in bobtail parking. Bobtail parking is, just the front of the trucks.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll go sit in the parking where all the front of the trucks guys is at, and then they'll let you know on your app, well, okay, 20 minutes later, your load is ready. It's in a parking slip such and such. You go hook up to it. You know what I'm saying? You punch in the last four of the
Trailer.
the not a load. the trailer. The last four of the trailer, and then like when you come in, that's when you do the last four of the load.
Got you,
And
got you.
see now I don't know if they're doing that with y'all, but now every time you pull up to a facility, they're making you take a
Yep,
selfie. They
yep,
doing
yep, yep.
that with y'all too?
Recognition, yeah, yeah. They just started that.
Yeah. So and you know it's no touch freight. All you doing is backing up to a trailer, connecting, you know what I'm saying, your glad hands to the trailer, you know, do a tug on the trailer. Cause I've seen a couple of dudes come to the yard, then do a tug on it. As soon as they pull off, they drop that damn trailer.
Uh-huh.
You know, you have to do a tug on your trailer. You
Got you,
know,
got
and a tug is once you get connected to it, you pull forward and you pull back.
to see if it's
You
connected,
know what I'm saying?
see if the trailer
Yeah,
fit. Okay,
yeah,
cool. I was just
yeah.
explaining to the people what's a tug.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool,
Yeah.
man. So
And
you
the key thing that you always tell these people, man, because I listen to you all the time, and you know, I'm gonna reiterate what he's saying to y'all. Y'all need a mentor out here. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Whether it's one of us or anybody, you need a mentor. Don't think you can just jump out here and just, especially with Amazon.
It ain't.
Amazon is really picky about what they do. They picky on times and everything like that. You know, we've made all the mistakes for y'all.
Yep.
So if y'all choose to pick one of us, y'all definitely gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know his masterclass, y'all see he got those things popping all the time.
Yeah, and when people leave out of them, man, that's the first thing they normally say, man, is like, dang, all of this information, they was trying to take the cheap route of YouTube University, and they really realized the importance of it. Like when we leave the masterclass, that's what they always say, man, like, look, there's no way I would have just got this information. And then, because what it is people associate Amazon and they think it's just like the dat low board or just, you know, running over the road. That's completely different. It take no
Yep,
skill, science, no nothing. All you need is to be able to drive, and
yep,
then you could. Where Amazon is strategic, you got
yep,
to figure it out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You got to know that now. This
yeah.
the data
Because
checkers, Amazon is chess. You
yeah,
got to know.
yep,
Yep,
yep. You got to strategize this
you
thing here.
do is
And I don't, you know, and this when you did it on your side, and I done did it on the semi side. We done
yeah.
mastered the
Yeah.
game.
So a lot of
You
people
know
think
what I'm saying?
LLC getting started and jumping on the board. If you do that, you're gonna be out of business.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. Is hard to just think you're gonna do it. I have a question for you. Someone says a startup cost for the semi and Amazon relay. So pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the startup cost for a semi and a thing. Of course, you would have to either own a semi or rent a semi. I don't know when I first started doing this. I know in order to rent a semi, you had to have been in business for 2 years. I don't know if that's changed or not.
That no, that's
That's
correct.
still correct?
That's
Okay, cool.
correct.
So for you guys that do have a CDL, if you don't own a semi, is a little bit different. So I know with the like I just stated, I know it used to be 2 years, but sometimes they might change up stuff. But the startup cost, of course, you still got to have the same thing. You got to have an LLC, you got to have your authority, you got to have insurance, and you have to have a truck, which is the equipment. Now, to get your, of course, you got to have your CDL, and then the compliance issues. I mean, compliance stuff is a little bit different for the tractors, but pretty much once you get on with Amazon, you literally can see the loads for box trucks and the semis. So it's pretty much, you know, if you have to purchase a truck, then that's a different story.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I got this lady. She'll be, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna bring on because I'm mentoring her. I gotta get up with her tomorrow, go help. She going to pick up a truck and all that. She got to count, got to drive and everything. And you know, she'll be coming on here one day. So to show y'all that, you know, this semi game is really about that money if you pay attention
But yeah,
and follow the
yeah, I
rules. You
agree with you.
know?
Like I always tell people, the semis, of course, is way more loads for semi. I believe, you know, box truck is filling what the semis can't do or the places that they can't get to or whatever. But other than that, there's way more loads for the semis. So if you got your CDL, you can get your up and running with the Amazon relay, man. Don't listen to the hype of other people tell you ain't no money in trucking.
Yeah.
It's trucking. Trucking ain't going nowhere. Amazon ain't going nowhere. They're the largest last year, I think in December or November last year, they became the largest um, in the United States. Well, I forgot what it's called, last mile, final mile, whatever it's called. in the whole United States. They surpass UPS and FedEx. So Amazon ain't going nowhere at all. So you've been doing it for 7 years now. Y'all hear that? He's been doing it for 7 years. Come January for me, it'll be 4 years. And like he said, that's all you pretty much do now is this Amazon relay, huh?
Yeah, that's it. And now that, because I got other trucks now, I'm giving, what I do with people first before I put them on it, because you already know how tedious they are.
Mm-hmm.
So now I done ran them, see how they run, and they responsible. Now I'm going to move them over here on Amazon. You
Gotcha.
understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So they good. I got one girl. And I got a guy. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
that's what's up. So that's dope, man. So like I always tell you guys, if you're interested in getting in with the semis, definitely holler at my man Winston. He's the one, like the GOAT when it comes to Amazon Relay. And I thought, is Jason still on there? Is Jason on there?
He's on there somewhere because he's supposed to come on.
Let me see.
Because
Now he ain't sent.
I was just talking to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out. He's out. He's out. My cousin that turned me on to this. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this too. He don't even listen to me. He really don't run over the road like I do.
Uh-huh.
He do mainly low. He did 1,000, I think 1,045 miles,
Uh-huh.
right? For a week. And I think he made like 4,800 or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Four
crazy, man.
four hundred 400 in fuel.
Yeah, that's crazy. And so that's what a lot of people don't know too, that every load that you book with Amazon, they give you a fuel surcharge in your load. The same thing with a
Yeah,
book a load, and it's like $500-$600. Depending on your miles, they'll give you $80 to actually get, to the stops that you need to. Then when you get to that last stop with a box truck, then it's on you to deadhead back home, or to be able to get.
yeah,
So that's the little bit of the difference. Whereas with semis, y'all have a lot more kind of like you said, blocks, which means you get some going and you
yeah.
get something coming back. So that's dope.
And see,
That's
that's what. And see, I was wanting Jason to come on here too,
oh, there he go.
because
There he go.
uh,
Right there. Hold
okay,
on. I just
because he 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 running right now. He listened to me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
What's
He
up?
listened to me and critiqued it the way he needed to critique it, and he's eating.
What's up? What's up, Jason?
He Look at
Man,
him
what
now.
up,
He
man?
out he out there now. Look at him.
Hey, I would have been jumped on, man. I had to drop this container. So, when you moving containers with Amazon, they want you to take pictures and stuff because it's a little different from the regular dry van trailer.
So
So, that's your import export.
all the people that's coming on, what's the difference between a dry van and a container? Explain that. Glad you
Okay.
came. Go ahead.
Yeah, so well, it's pretty much simple. Dry van, just it's a 53 foot. You got your just like your regular goods. You hauling dry food. Where with Amazon, you probably hauling all kind of stuff like the stuff that you order from Amazon Relay. You got all that stuff, and then you got your 53-foot container. That's coming off the rail yard. It could be coming from the ocean. Your import, your export. So it costs. You make a little bit more money with those containers when you're moving them out here.
Got
So, but yeah, but yeah,
gotcha.
let me move right here for a second so I can talk.
Uh,
But but yeah, man, yeah, everything is good. So like I said, I would have got on earlier, but I just came off from Stone Mountain.
uh,
The money is good. So I heard you was telling Winston earlier. He's like some of the people's like, oh no, that's peak season money.
right, right,
It's cause no, that's not peak season money. Peak season money. That's strategic money.
right.
Knowing how to move, when to move. And I always tell people this at the end of the day: when you get into Amazon, it's like it's like learning. Like we always say this: learning the system. So that's just like today. I didn't get frustrated, but if you're new to Amazon, I guarantee if you would have got out there, you would have said, damn man, ain't no money in Amazon. I ain't effing with it." This is where
Mm,
people get frustrated because during the day you sitting there and you looking and you watching, there's no money. Well, Amazon, they do this intentionally. What Amazon likes to do, like on a long haul runs, short haul runs, if you're new to the game, Amazon, just like you trying to make money, Amazon trying to make money
mm,
too. So what you got to do, you got to pay attention. So say, for example, you might have a load. They know it have to be moved. So they're not going to put it on the load board at the last minute. But what they're going to do, they're going to put it on there during the day. You might see $1.20, $1.30 a mile for a semi. And you're going to say, man, I ain't finna haul that to no Texas for no $1.30. Of course you're not, but a fool
Right.
will. If he frustrated,
There
a fool
you
gonna
go.
grab it and
There you
run
go.
it. So what they gonna do is Amazon, knowing that they have like 10 of these loads, they said, well, we gonna play fish too, because they gonna fish at nighttime, but we gonna fish during the day. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
you do is you let that load sit there. The
Yep.
load is gonna sit all night long. Then when nighttime hit, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this is when Amazon, you're gonna see that same load that been there sitting there all day. You're gonna see it start turning
Yep.
green. Turning green. You know
Yep.
why? Because
The load is
there's a
maturing.
demand. Yeah, there's a demand for that freight. So this is what I tell people: study the facilities that you love the most. So that's just like me. I love all the facilities, like you said. Where's an Amazon warehouse? There's a market for it.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't, why would it be put there?
There you,
It doesn't make sense.
there,
You know, there's nothing dry in Amazon. You just gotta be patient and know when the freight is gonna come.
there.
So, like for me, there's a lot of loads. I'm not gonna give away
Yep.
too much of the game, but
Hey.
there's a lot of loads coming. I might see a lot of empty containers. This is what I do. I see a lot of
I'm
I
like, Jay,
see a
hold up, hold up.
I ain't gonna give it
Yeah.
to them too much. Look, but check this out. I ain't gonna give them too much. But I watch all day the facilities that I love to run out of. I know it's money. Even when it's slow, I don't get discouraged, because it's
Right.
just like the stock market. Stock
Yep.
market can be
You know what's going.
down, and
You
then
know
the
what's.
economy, something's going on, boom, it shoots up. So the
Yep.
same way with the freight. So when I watch like all these different warehouses, this is what you do. Watch all the warehouses in a certain area. They all about 14 miles apart. So what you do, once you start seeing empty trailers going from one place to another, to another, to another, you already know if I'm taking empty trailers to a facility and you know it's going there, you say, well, ain't no freight coming out of that facility. I guarantee you watch, wait till the night, boom, you're gonna have about 10 loads coming out of that facility, because they're not gonna put no empties on no facility and just leaving it. If you
The,
got empty
the reason
trailer, what
why it's going there is a
exactly?
reason. Is
The trailer is empty. What do you think they're gonna put in the
they're gonna
empty
fill it
trailer?
up with
They
something.
finna fill it up. When they fill it up, what you think they're gonna do
They
with it?
need it
Ship
going.
it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro.
So
Yeah.
yeah, tell people, man, Amazon, it's a science to it. It's just not like the dat loaf. It's just you gotta learn how to play the game with them.
Yep.
And that's the same exact thing with the box truck. People look at the load board, they be like, oh man, it ain't no loads on the load, but they get discouraged, not knowing. Only like you said, I didn't want to say it, but since you said, I'm saying only a fool would take that number at that low rate. Like you said, they fishing the day. They put the loads on there. Whoever take it, that's the sucker. If you
Yep.
take it, taking loads that early, way before it's supposed to be going, you're gonna be out of business real soon.
Yep.
You got science of when to book the loads. That's
Yeah.
Yep.
the thing. Yeah.
Every
Yep.
time I get in this semi when I want to, I tell Winston, and I show Winston the proof. I said, Winston, I said, I'm finna go ahead and go out. I said, I'm finna do me a minimum about 1,000, 1,200. I did it the other night. I did 1,200 the other night. Guess what I did? Went over the road, came right back home.
Mhm.
Because you got, like you said, it's a science to everything. So this is how I look at it, not to be so redundant and be long-winded. I'm gonna try to break it down real, real fast. So I would say the difference between Amazon and OTR, right? The benefits why I love Amazon. OTR, say right now, say the freight ain't
Hey,
doing too good. I'm gonna throw a number out there.
wait, explain to them what's OTR real quick. So the people that
Okay, OTR is just basically you over the road. That means you doing long haul. That means you might be doing 900,000 miles. Like say you going from Atlanta to Pennsylvania, Atlanta to Wisconsin, wherever you going, that's long haul OTR. You over the road. So what I like to do is I study Amazon and I study OTR. I don't did OTR. I don't did it all. I
Mhm.
came right back to Amazon because it makes sense. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm not breaking my trailer. I'm not tearing up my tractor. All the freight is under 10,000 pounds. I'm light loaded. So, and I'm going A to B all day, getting the same amount. I'm actually making more money on that long haul, because that big money, it looks good for OTR. So say, for example, it's 1,000 miles to Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
And say, for example, with the rates, they say, oh, the broke, so I ain't giving you nothing but $2 a mile. That's
Mhm.
$2,000. Okay, off that 1,000 miles, we're gonna say you're gonna put we're gonna say you to be I say you'll put 500 in fuel, right?
Mhm.
So if you put in the 500 in the fuel, you're looking at about $1,500 profit. Okay, so that 1,000 miles, it's gonna take you about 2 days, a day and a half, almost 2 days, right?
Mhm.
So when you, okay, so once you look at it in that way, okay, that's what you're making in 2 days. Now, like I said, 1,000 miles. Now, this is what I do in Amazon, how I kill them. So 28 mile, Amazon has a lot of 28-mile runs, 40-mile runs. That's a 30-minute run and that's an hour run. So just like now, what I just did, when you do the math, what you just made in 2 days, I can make it probably in a half a day if I'm moving. So the way I'm gonna break this down, so you got 28 miles. So if you take 28 miles and divide into 1,000, right? However many times that'll go into, basically what I'm telling you is like right now, 28 miles I just drove, they just paid me 325 for 28 miles. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm finna go get another load. I ain't burning them but 1 hour of my time. That's one
Right.
hour. You over the road stuck for 10 hours
Right.
plus your fuel.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go get another load with another container that's gonna pay three something. I can come out a certain place up top, they paying 375 to move a container. You know what I'm saying? 60 miles. That's just 1 hour of my time. So if I got a 11-hour clock, I could do a whole lot of
Yep.
damage. So it's basically gonna give
And
300
done right back here at close to home.
that close to home. I'm
Yep.
killing them.
Yep.
So I love Amazon. I would not let it go. Like I said, I done did OTR. I done did it all. I done did team driving where I done made 10, 12,000, but
Yeah.
it's a headache. You
Yeah.
got all these tolls, and like I told Winston, uh, like you said the other night, it's like I don't have no trailer fees. I don't pay for dispatching fees. I don't have factoring fees because even though you might think that's a small amount of money, but trucking, everything is based off of something small being calculated to something
Yeah.
big
Add,
because it
add,
adds up.
add,
So when I see everything, I paid my truck off, because I came in the game too with a box truck
I
and
remember.
did Amazon. But at the end of the day, I figured it out. Even though Winston helped me on certain things, I still had to figure it out for myself. And once I figured it out, where I paid my truck off, only overhead that I have on my truck is maintenance, and I'm top notch with the maintenance, so my truck ain't finna break down no time soon. We got that straight. And then I got insurance. The insurance, that's all I got is insurance. Man, I come home some days, I sit there for, this is no lie, man. I promise you. I go out for 2 weeks. Sometimes I sit at home for 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
don't do nothing. I chill. I ain't got nothing but
Rest.
time on my head.
Right.
And like I told Winston, I'm running spot. This is no lie. I'm just boom, 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 here to here, 28 miles. I wish I could flip this thing around and let you see if I can grab my tablet. But this week right here coming up tomorrow, I made $4,300, 4,350, and I ran right at almost 1,100, 1,050 miles running back and forth to
That's
Atlanta.
crazy.
I'm killing them,
That's
man, and I'm killing them, bro.
that is, man. That's
And tell them about that. Tell them about that load, that Bessemer load. You was out there and you called me. You said, "Man, they got this load. I'm gonna get it."
Oh man, yeah, I was taking a load to Madison, Alabama, up in Huntsville. So I'm on the phone with Winston. So I was planning on going home. You know what I mean? So I told my wife, she already knew. I said, "Babe, I'll be back." I said, "I'll be back in, be back home today." She's like, "Okay." I said, "I'm gonna run up to Huntsville." So I'm on the phone with Winston. Remind you now, I think I'm coming back. I didn't have no clothes. I didn't have no food because my wife normally she cooks for me when I'm getting ready to go out OTR. She makes sure I have all my food. So I'm sitting there. I said, "Ain't no way." And you got to be like this with Amazon. You can't sit there and procrastinate and be like,
I know.
because same way you doing somewhere like, "Yeah, got you, buddy, got you." Yeah, I'm sitting there talking to Winston. I said, "Winston." He said, "Yeah, Jay." I said, "You ain't gonna believe this. I'm looking." I said, "Man, a load just shot out, man. Coming out of Bessemer going up to Lexington, Kentucky, man. It's like 600 some miles." I said, "Man, that son gonna play on almost $3,000. He said, "You lying?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Wait, where that?" I hung up on that nigga. I said, "Hey," I said, "You ain't finna make me miss this month." I
Yeah.
hung up on Winston. I booked it right quick. I ain't know how I was gonna get by, man. I said, "Ain't gonna take me there, but one day I'll be back tomorrow." Man, that one day, bro, I made $3,000, man. And man, I'm telling you, man, the
Yeah.
money's out here. That's all I can tell
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Out here, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
yeah. You gotta,
yeah,
you gotta know what you're
doing
doing.
no money in anything. It's just like I tell people with anything in any business. Information, people want to skip out on the information and the knowledge. You can't.
yep. You can't.
Especially if you spend all this money to start a company, get an LLC, get an authority, get a truck, and then yet you're going to skip on the most important
Yep.
part, the info and the
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part, man. And I hate to see it because there's so many people bad mouthing trucking it's just like to the point where it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy. But the thing about it, half of the people that's bad mouthing trucking got trucks.
Yep.
And they trucking.
Yep.
So it's just like, make it make sense. If trucking is so bad, why are you still in trucking?
Yeah.
Why do you have trucks?
Yep.
You
got to know how to I'm gonna be honest with Amazon.
They don't know how to move around, and like you said, and I mean to cut you off,
No, you
Jay,
good. You good.
but you know what I'm saying? You playing checkers, we playing chess.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So chess is a thinking, and it's a man's game.
Yeah.
It's a thinking game. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta outthink your opponent.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna give y'all a little tip too, because I used to run like this, right? Before Amazon cracked down a little bit, it was like, say for instance, I come out like I told Jason, you know what I'm saying? Pull up at an overflow yard, right? And just sit there. Them loads is coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I will pull up an East Point overflow yard, or I pull up because we sit in a prime area where we can go here, there, or there. So sometimes I go to Chattanooga, I sit there, and like empties just pop up. 10 empties pop up. Back then, you could book them all, right? Because you could put your name in all
I know
of
what
them.
you.
And I will go. If they got to pick up at 9, I'm at the place at 1. It's empty. I'm picking it up. Bing, 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 bing. Right. So now they changed it where you can't do it. But
yeah, that's the system. Check in, check out before time.
But they done let me get in again now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They got this thing on this. If you see a pencil next to the load,
tell them too much, Winston. Don't
Hey,
tell
can't tell them too much. Hey. Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Yeah. Man, it's made, man.
Yeah.
Y'all need to tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And
you definitely
that's
what I'm saying. There's so much money in this game. Trucking, it ain't gonna go nowhere. But just like Jason, you kept saying, Amazon. I keep telling people this, and I be trying to tell them without telling them so much. It's super strategic. You have to know what you're doing with Amazon. It's not simple like the DAT low board, and that's the part, like I said, it always frustrates me about that. People think Amazon and the DAT low board is the same. The DAT low board on the low board, it is what it is. You can negotiate a little bit, but that's what it is. Amazon, like I always tell people this. Let's say I wanted to fly to California. Take it to LA, right? And let's say I'm gonna go there in 3 weeks. I might pay $250, $300 for that ticket, right? But if I gotta be to Amazon, I mean, like say it was early, I gotta be there tonight. I'm gonna pay $800, probably $1,000 for the same seat where somebody paid $250 to sit right next to me because it's last minute. Same thing with Amazon. They pay more when it's expedited. When it needs to go, that's when they pay more. When you look at the load board, just like what y'all just said a second ago, every load on that load board matures if you allow it to mature.
That's right.
But like you just said, the fools, I won't call them fools, but the fools will go book that low load, leaving days in advance. Amazon is not in the business of paying for load that got to leave days in advance. You know, unless you got like a contract or a block or something like that. But whereas on the regular spot load board, there's no urgency. So they're going to put it up there. And if somebody take it, they take it.
They take it. That's right.
They don't know no better. Get on there, they just ain't nothing else gonna pop up. Not knowing.
No, they not patient.
Yeah.
You gotta have patience. And then speaking about patience, this what I still do it every now and again, but mainly I used to do it. You know, this guy, he always called me a crook, but you know what I'm saying? This what I used to do. I could be done drop my load, right? I see an Amazon trailer. He broke down. I'm pulling up right behind him. I'm waiting till that shit pop up on the board. You know what I'm saying?
Do that, man.
I'm a parlay on it because I know it's gonna go up, and nobody in the area. And I was sitting at my house one day, right? So I'm just looking at the board, right? Because I said, man, I called him. I said, Jay, I got this load on the side of the road. It was right at my exit. And it was going from, listen to me, it was going from my exit to East Point, right? And it was not even 30 miles, man.
Paying
that
good.
Sucker paid like $800.
Yeah, he was paying good. Yep.
Crazy.
And the only reason I didn't wait. I could have waited on it because there's nobody up there, you know. But I had something to do that day. I said, I'm gonna get this little quick money and go ahead home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't
Yep.
beat that. Can't beat
Yep.
that. $9 for a little short
Yeah.
run. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't beat it, man. You
Yep.
cannot. And then, you know, Amazon ain't gonna be around. That's to me, that's another thing that's crazy. Amazon, they put more and more facilities. Amazon is growing. It's
Yep.
it ain't
Yep.
going nowhere.
We
And
in
the
the
number one,
technology age.
yeah.
Age of technology.
And Amazon getting into AI now. So I mean, at
Yep.
the, hey man, Amazon ain't going nowhere. Before I buy anything, I go to Amazon to see. Amazon superstore
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yeah,
going
they got airports, supermarkets. You know what I'm saying? They hold it, you know, and they started. I believe they started already putting
with
them
the
cars in them containers.
cars,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, because
Yep.
I got that UIIA, so I go in the
Yep.
rail.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them rail, yo, I'm telling you, man, they got the rail thing. They be paying like anywhere from $700 and up to move one of those
Yep.
containers. And a lot of times I go on that rail, y'all, it's empty.
Yep. Yep.
It's
Yep.
empty. And they ain't paying no, and you know, people, y'all want to know about miles, they ain't paying no less than 3 something a mile.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Amazon pays, when you think about it, when you wait on that freight, Amazon, I'm telling you, to me they like the top payers of the game, man, because
I with you.
they paying
But
minimum $3. Man,
but
you know, I sent you some $4.52, $6 a mile.
you
They'll
send
pay
me
that money.
$6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
They'll pay it.
So let me ask you, it's been
Mhm.
Winston, you've been doing it for 7 years. How long you been doing it now for, Jason?
3 years. I started in 2021. Finna be
Okay.
going on 4.
And y'all honest opinion, why do you still think today, after y'all been doing it, I've been doing it, everybody been doing it, why do you think Amazon still gets so much slack for people to be like, oh, Amazon ain't paying? Why is it, do you still think that's still the perception of Amazon? And we've been doing it for years and proven, showing. What do you think? Why you think that reason is?
They're not. Go ahead, Winston. No, go ahead.
My personal opinion is lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Lack of knowledge and stubborn, not wanting to learn, and you know what I'm saying, just thinking that because one person may have told you this, or you may had this one little bad experience with them and took it way out of context.
Got you.
Yep. I would say, for me, I would say seeing is believing. Meaning, you might have heard some Amazon paying good money, but when you're not informed, when you go and try to get the load yourself, you get it at the wrong time. You looking on the load board, you automatically get discouraged. So when I say seeing is believing, I believe that you should have a mentor at Amazon. So you can't call someone a liar. If I'm your mentor and I say, hey man, sit your butt over here in this passenger seat and show you how we're gonna get this bag, and you see that, you'll say, oh man, you really getting it. But if you're doing it on your own time, you're gonna lose. You see what I'm saying? You can't treat Amazon load board like the DAT board. If you do, you're gonna lose every
It
day.
can't.
Every day.
Can't.
Yeah. And a lot
It,
of people lazy. They're not Batman and Robin. We
yeah.
Batman. We flying through this motherfucker at night.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm on it. You gotta be up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta be the guy that say, you know what? I'm 1 in the morning to 6 in the morning. I'm 8 to 12. A lot of these guys, they want to get up, and you gotta think about this competition. So when you get on the low board, if you a lazy looker, it's gone. You know,
Yeah.
you gonna catch someone like me.
Stop right there. Stop right there. You said something good. What's a lazy looker? What's a lazy?
Okay, it's pretty much self-explanatory. A lazy looker is a person who looks on the load board right now and get off and probably won't get back on it for another couple hours. Now you take a brother like me, I'm on this mud like this. Look at me. I'm like, what you call that game? Well, Bob Barker, Price is Right.
Spinach.
Hey,
Refresh.
I'm spinning. I'm refreshing every minute. I'm
Right.
sitting.
Right.
And yeah,
Right. So
as soon as
and I refresh in 7 seconds. You know
there
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
Before
Yeah.
everybody. See?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yo,
man.
y'all see where mine's at,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
On there.
That's what I tell people. I literally had a guy, he was leased on to one of my business partners' authority, right? I ain't gonna say where he was at because he might be on the live. He was looking, he was like, man, it ain't no lows leaving out there. It ain't no lows leaving out there. I said, man, BS. Tell him to wait till this time to go look. The next night, he waited, said it ain't no loads. I said, okay, cool. I waited, got on my phone, and I said, I'm going to look tonight. I look, guess what? I see a bunch of loads, but guess what? When the loads come up, just like you said, and I'm glad you said, I'm going to steal your term, a lazy
Yeah.
looker. A lazy looker is looking at the load board, be like, oh, man, ain't no loads on here, but they're watching the game. They're doing something else. They're cooking. They on the phone. They not. And if you
Never.
are a looker, it will look like there's no loads on the board.
Yeah.
It'll popped up because by the time you go back and look, a couple 10 minutes later, the loads are gone. So
Yep.
you're absolutely
Man,
right. Hit the nail on
yep.
the head. A lazy.
I'm gonna tell you what I did the other night. You gotta be smart. And like I say, I don't give too much away. When you
They don't
see a
give too
lot of, I ain't gonna get too
dollar
much.
game.
When you,
A good dollar worth of game.
hey, when you see a lot of loads coming out, say you go to a place that's hot, them fish biting. You see that freight booming. Now, if you see the freight booming, if there's more freight than demand, right? If it's more freight than demand, and you don't see the demand there to get the freight, what do you do? And if it's 20, so this let me tell you what I did. So I called in one day, I checked in. They said, we don't have any containers in the yard. I said, you ain't got no containers in the yard. They said, no, ain't no containers in the yard. I said, bet that up. I just called ROC. There's no containers in the yard, but they on the load board. You know what I did? I checked in, got the container, paying $375. I sit there. My departure time, I waited past my departure time, which was maybe 35 minutes later. So when that departure time hit, boom. Oh, let me call ROC. Hey, ROC, this is Jason O'Hill, Samco Transportation, V-Real ID X556. Yeah, I see what's the problem. Oh, the problem is, sir, they don't have any containers here, and I'm past my departure time. Let me put you on hold 1 second. They come back. Yes, sir, I just canceled your load, and you'll be getting paid for $175. Guess what I do, box truck shawty? Skeet back out the gate, come back in, boom. Hey, booked another load. Hey, I said, hey, I'm here for V-Rig 255. I need this container. Then guess what they do now? Now I got them on their horses. You gotta sit there for 35 minutes. I don't want another 175. Give me that 375 that I'm finna book.
Right.
I got the 375 plus the 175. Now you do the math with that. I just killed two birds, one stone.
Yep.
Dropped the load off and did it again. Made a band just like that, like it wasn't nothing. Man, you got to know how to do this thing, man.
And
Hey,
you
look,
know,
it's strategic.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now listen to this, Box Truck Shorty. It's him, me, and my cousin that
Uh-huh.
live in the same town,
Uh-huh.
and we all eating.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm trying to
Eating. Same
tell
time.
y'all, it's money out there. Some people, oh, I don't want to tell him this. He gonna do this. All of us live in that same one
Mm-hmm.
town, and we
Yeah.
eating.
Yep.
It's
I
enough money
got.
to go around, man.
Yep.
It's enough money
Uh,
to go around. It's like I can't make all the money. You can't make the money. Jason can't make all the money. It's just too much money to go around. And
yep.
it's simple, man. Like I don't know what it is about logistics that's so different, but like I always tell people every time, every industry, everybody's not going to be successful in it. There's no industry, but logistics, they expect 100% of everybody to be successful. Everybody's not going to be successful. That's just like right. People hate Amazon, but guess what? They're doing OTR. Somebody's making money in OTR. We're just that we don't like somebody
Yep.
is, but everybody OTR is not going to be successful either. There's no industry where everybody's going to be successful. Now, if you adapt, you're coachable, you can learn, then guess what? There's nothing that you can't stop. Just like you said, Amazon has switched up from when we first came in there. Guess what we had to do? Either we could have said, you know what? We quit and go back to doing what we was doing, or you can adapt and learn and move with the punches. And that's just how it works. They always continuously changing. But when they change, you have to adapt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say Amazon, they're going to continue to get bigger. They're going to continue to grow. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not saying it to make it sound good, but Amazon is like its own ecosystem, and it's like family friendly. Because when I say family friendly, they're setting you up to win. So if you come in with Amazon and you don't utilize all the tools that they're giving you, you're going to feel naked and left out. So they even have options on the tab now. You click on the tab. They even recommend you their own insurance company. They recommend you insurance. They give you discount for loves. They give you discounts for fuel cards. Man, they got like they got a ton of stuff that they're offering you, man. You get reward points, all kind of stuff, man. So you can't do nothing but win, man.
think about it, we didn't even talk about this too, the simplicity of Amazon.
Yep.
The simplicity, like that right there in itself. You don't have to call up to no broker, talk to no broker, email no carrier packets back and forth, doing all of that. It's simple.
Yep.
Guess what? When it's time to pay, it ain't no factoring. We ain't got to go through Amazon's gonna pay us automatically. We ain't got to submit nothing. Our money is there. What they call mailbox money every single week. Every nothing.
They don't listen to me. They don't play. I remember one time they said the system was down, right? Man, listen to me. Less than an hour, the system was back up. Everybody still got paid that week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't play with that money.
I ain't never missed. And have an issue with your check or you didn't get paid for a load, then usually you book it into Saturday going into Sunday. You thought it was gonna be on that check and it ain't on that check. But other than that, man, Amazon is super simple. I mean, simple. The simplicity of it. It's background friendly. Like, I mean, what else can you ask for when it comes to logistics? I don't know what else could be better. So if Amazon top dog, I don't know what else. It don't make sense. So I just don't.
It's if you want to make money, and like you said, if you teachable, you understand what I'm saying? You got to be teachable and you got to be receptive to wanting to learn. You can't have the big head and think you know everything.
Right.
And because this one person may have failed and told you this negative story, you can't absorb that.
Right.
Because
I
you know
agree
what
with
I'm
you.
saying? You got three of us right here that are very successful with Amazon.
Hold on real quick. I'm gonna grab my charger real quick. Go ahead. Y'all keep talking.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. But that's what I say, Jay. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? The people don't understand, you know, if you come on here and you get in here, get with one of us, get mentored by one of us, you know, we can show you and instruct you how to really make money. Because the money, yo, Jay, you already know, Jay, the money is here. Look at you. I showed you. Look how successful you are.
Oh
and
yeah.
my other people that I mentor, look how successful they are. Because you know what I'm saying. You first and foremost, you was teachable. Second, you understand what I'm saying. You have good work ethics. You understand what I'm saying? And that plays a part in it too.
Yep.
You know.
That's right.
Because if you